guys, it's Caitlin back with a YouTube video. So today I'm going to be talking about movies on Shudder, like Shudder originals. I'm going to be kind of ranking them from worst to best, just kind of what I did, what I usually do. I did do this a while back, but I decided just to like Shudder original movies instead. So yeah, I'll switch me as right here, and let's just get started. Okay, so Shudder is like a horror streaming app, but it's not like the best horror. Like a lot of it is like the originals or the like older movies. It does have a lot of horror movies which I meant to watch and I never did. Oh well. But I just think it is like, I feel like 1 month is good to watch everything you kind of want to watch, because it isn't like, personally for me, I just wasn't a big fan of all of them. I mean, honestly, the highest on this list is an 8 out of 10, so that explains, that kind of says it all. But I have 12 movies to get through, so let's actually start talking about them. But the first movie we have is Z, and this is about this kid, and he like gets like this imaginary friend, and like the friend kind of like does like weird stuff, and I feel like they kind of wish they would have kept that route, but it kind of like changed like halfway through to like a different movie. So it's like, I just didn't like it. I think by the time the end came, I wasn't invested enough to even care what kind of happened, you know. But that is a 6 out of 10. And then we have The Beach House. So if you have seen Scream 6, it has Quinn. So it's about like Quinn, that's not the character's name, but it's like all I can think of, and her boyfriend, and they go to like this little beach house, kind of like isolated, and then they found this older couple lives there. So like some really weird stuff starts happening. It is like a lot, it's like more like metaphoric and like a lot of body horror, and it was just really slow, and I just got confused about it. So personally, I just gave that a 6.5 out of 10. And then I watched The Mortuary Collection, which is out like a morgue, and this girl kind of wants to work there, so she meets this guy, like kind of like is like the man like who works there, and then he like kind of tells her stories, which the stories are okay. I wasn't really thrilled with them. I think I only liked two, which if you've seen Euphoria, The Kissing Booth with Jacob Aldori, he's in one of the stories, which that's like the only story I like, except for like the last one. I do feel like it is like really slow. It's like almost 2 hours, but I do feel like the ending kind of makes up for it a little bit, but still like isn't the best movie. So it is like a 7 out of 10. I watched Kids vs. Aliens, which I don't know how this came out in 2023. It's just if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. It just felt like a completely like older movie made in like the 2000s, just the way it looks, you know. But it's about this girl, and she's like babysitting like her brother and his friends because the parents are away, and then this like group of teenagers kind of come and throw a house party, and then what happens is like aliens come. So it is like it is like a cool subject. It's just I feel like with a higher budget it would have been better, but plus the ending made no sense to me. But that is a 7 out of 10. And then I watched VHS 99. So personally, I think VHS 99 got like a lot of hate, but honestly it wasn't bad. VHS 94 I definitely hated. So it's like people who didn't like 99 love 94. So I feel like if you did not like VHS 94, you would like 99. I just think I was just kind of more invested into these stories, and they weren't just like completely weird, I guess. So honestly I just liked it better. But that is a 7 out of 10. And then we have Host, which this movie takes place on like a Zoom call, like a computer screen. And personally, I love movies like that. I don't know why I used to hate them, but I feel like it is fun to watch. So if you have like movies like that, please send them my way because I want to watch more. But it's like during COVID, so they decided to do like a seance, and of course the seance goes wrong. It's only 54 minutes, so it kind of gets right into it. But it's a 7.5 out of 10. And then I watched Shook. So it was a rewatch, but it's about this girl. She's like an influencer. She decides to go to a friend's house her sister's house to babysit a dog. And then like this person texts her and they say like, oh, I have your friend's hostage. You have to do this stuff to get them to not die. So it is like, it's okay. It's just, if it was hyped up to be way better, so I had higher expectations, and I just didn't like care about the characters like what, like I just didn't really care for like what they did or what, you know. So it's a 7.5 out of 10. And then I watched Influencer, so I do on my podcast have an episode about that if you guys are really into it. But it's about this girl, and goes to Thailand kind of like by herself because like a boyfriend ditches her, and then she meets this other girl, and they kind of like hit it off and become friends. But then this other girl is like really weird and has like secrets, and it's kind of all I can really say. Halfway through, it does change like a different movie, so I like that. And there was like one point I was like, I kind of wish this happened, but like at the end, I was like, oh wait, now I see like why they didn't do that. But I personally liked it way more than I thought I would. It is like more of a slow burn, but it's an 8 out of 10. And then I watched The Stylist. This is a slow burn too, but personally I really enjoyed it. I feel like it needed to be slow for like the anticipation. It's about this girl, and she's like a stylist. She's very like socially awkward, and what she does to like her people, she ends up scalps them, and like it's like really weird, but like it's not like that's what the whole movie is gonna be about, but it kind of like stops, you know. So it doesn't really feel like a horror movie. It's just, I don't know, but it is really good, and I really did like it. So that is an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Deadstream, which I like this movie more than I thought I would. So it's about this guy, and he kind of gets like canceled because he's like a YouTuber, and he's like very racist, but he is also like very annoying and stupid. So I feel like his like commentary, like his like annoyingness was funny. It was kind of like what made the movie. But to like get his like following back, he goes to like this haunted house and like records it all. So I think I just really like that, especially since it was like on his phone camera the entire time. So and it kind of like show like the comments sometimes. As an 8 out of 10. And then my favorite movie on this list is have to be Watcher. This movie is a show called The Watcher. This is just called Watcher, but this girl and her husband, I think they moved to, I want to say Russia. If it's wrong, I'm so sorry. And there's like a language barrier because she doesn't know it. And the show, like, it doesn't do subtitles, which I thought was really cool. Because, like, we're also, like, as confused as she is. And then, like, there's, like, this serial killer going around. And then there's, like, guy across, like, the street from her. It's, like, really weird. So it shows it's a lot. A lot goes on. I do think it is a good movie. I enjoyed it. I thought the, like, not like a twist at the end. But I do think the ending was really awesome. That is an 8 out of 10. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Guys, anything on Shudder, let me know, like, if you've seen these and if you like them. And I'll see you guys next week.